We need this to happen. What do we need to happen?
Chill the fuck out.
Because Papa Merc is about to fuck you in the brain hole with the wang of knowledge. So as you guys may know, Black Ops 1 recently became backwards compatible on the Xbox One. This addition from the backwards compatibility list has drastically increased the number of players online, increasing the average amount from roughly 8,000 players to over 100,000. I knew backwards compatibility could help out the game, but not by this much. I think this is mostly due to the fact that Black Ops 1 has been on the backwards compatibility waiting list for almost an entire year. This longevity surely built up a lot more anticipation for the game than expected, but the truth is that this kind of hype could have been created for any other Call of Duty game on the waiting list. So this is why I'm making this video, and this is what we need to happen. We need the results of backwards compatibility to expand. Black Ops 1 becoming backwards compatible on the Xbox One did a fantastic job of repopulating the game. Each and every single year, I have revisited and played each old COD game on the Xbox 360, only to be let down by how few people are currently still playing. And sure, even though I can still replay the campaigns and the other third modes that are added in like zombies, I still miss playing multiplayer the most. So I think you know where I'm going with this. We pretty much need backwards compatibility for all the games on the current list, or we need to just play them again and give them another chance. Your favorite old games are not dead. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that you can't relive the classics on a whim, but it's really not that hard to do so. Unless of course you've sold your old Xbox 360 or your old games for it, there's nothing stopping you from dusting off the legends and giving them another try. The classics are not truly dead unless there's 0 players online, or if the servers have been permanently shut down, or if they're just not even available to purchase anymore. But the last time I checked, there's still plenty of people still playing older games on the Xbox 360, and there's really nothing stopping you, except for your own mental block. With that said, there's a couple of really important messages I want to drill into your brain, and the first one is don't give up. Let me repeat that. Don't give the fuck up. Keep voting for your favorite backwards compatible titles on Xbox's website. Try to convince Sony to consider backwards compatible PS3 game support, and if you really love an old game, keep playing it and keep spreading the word about it. It can only help. So yeah, that's pretty much the first set of messages or so. Now let's talk about Call of Duty specifically for a second. Do you like exo jumps? Do you like supply drops? Do you like infinite warfare? If you answer no to all of these questions, you get a nod of approval. But seriously, here's the point. If you don't like any of this newer shit and you want Call of Duty to actually return to its roots, then we need to really put our money where our mouths are. The black market blackout was unfortunately unsuccessful. Activision's Q1 reports stated that they more than doubled Advanced Warfare's micro DLC sales during that period of time. Even though the message of the black market blackout was good and they had good intentions, it didn't work. So here's what we really need to do. If you don't want Call of Duty to keep heading in this direction, save that money and use it to buy the backwards compatible games when they're made available. Even if this means rebuying games you've already bought or buying DLC you have already purchased before, this will show them and Microsoft that there's a higher demand for older games. That said, I don't really mind Black Ops 3 and I don't know enough about Infinite Warfare to fairly judge the game, but I do know this. Now that I have both Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 on the same console, and now that I can take turns playing them back and forth and comparing and contrasting the games, Black Ops 1 takes a massive, whopping, elephant-sized dung on Black Ops 3. The overall atmosphere of Black Ops 1 is fantastic. The art style, the weapon choices, the sounds, the maps, everything just works beautifully. This is also the case for most of the older Call of Duty games, especially COD 2, COD 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. None of the recent COD games give me that same feeling, and I think that's due to the fact that these games have taken fiction to extremely annoying levels. Just think about it for a second. In Advanced Warfare, you can hop around the map as a clown firing laser guns that you bought from a supply drop system that gives you a chance to get better variants of those laser guns.
What the fuck?
And honestly, Black Ops 3 is on track to do the exact same shit, except you can also do cringy ass dance moves when you win games. Woo, this game is, it's cool. And honestly, I bet the artists at Infinity Ward are being held at fucking gunpoint to add in their own form of Chuckles the Clown 4 months after Infinite Warfare is released. All I'm trying to say is that I had a lot more respect, dignity, and faith in what the older Call of Duty games stood for. And honestly, the newer games are not even worth defending. It's become very apparent that they're doing anything and everything possible to milk the shit out of the brand for all that it's worth. And I don't think there's any reason that that should have to be the case. Honestly, if you gave me a game like Call of Duty 4 and you added supply drops that only contain skins of existing weapons in the game that don't affect gameplay and created a marketplace where these skins can be bought, sold, and traded, I wouldn't care, and would probably sell like hotcakes laced with blow. Call of Duty 4 is a great game, and if you could find a way to increase the profits of micro DLC in that game without sacrificing its integrity, I wouldn't mind. It really can't be that hard to make a good Call of Duty game and try to increase profits, you know, without completely jeopardizing your relationship with the fans of the series. Look, I don't want Activision to fail, and I don't want Call of Duty to die, but there are so many better ways to be able to increase profits without fucking demolishing the community and their love and support for this game. It really sucks that so many people are mad at Call of Duty on a regular basis, and they continue to play and support the current games. I'm just saying, I'm having a lot more fun currently playing Black Ops 1 and not having to stress about the horrors of Black Ops 3. So at the end of the day, just do what makes you happy. If that means playing Black Ops 3 and buying supply drops, oh, you hurt my soul, but that's okay. If your happiness is derived from playing the older Call of Duty games, that's awesome. It doesn't even have to be Call of Duty, just play what you have fun playing the most and enjoy yourself. It just so happens that this perfectly transitions into my next point, which is Battlefield Bad Company 2. This is a game that I would love to see become backwards compatible, but I don't think it's going to happen realistically. Bad Company 2 is a beautiful, intense, immersive, and all-around fucking badass game. The destruction in this game is amazing. You can pretty much level any building if you're feeling psychotic enough. Anyway, this is a game that I would love to see become backwards compatible, and even if it doesn't, I still have plans to revisit it very often on the Xbox 360. Because that's what you do when you want a game to thrive. You need to be playing it, and you need to be supporting it financially, to some capacity. So let me wrap up this video. If you don't like the direction that a game franchise is headed in, play and support the older games that made the franchise what it is now, and hope that they can one day realize that sometimes the best strategy for success is to keep it simple and to return to your fundamentals. If that's not your cup of tea, then just do what makes you happy. I'm sorry if at any point I came across as pushy or invasive about my statements. I'm just passionate about these ideas, and I still think there's a good amount of potential and hope for them. And whether you're on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, there's still plenty of time to enjoy the classics and have fun reliving the nostalgia of whatever games you love. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.
Hi. Welcome to Infinite Warfare.
Oh my god, fuck this shit. I'm KMSing.